Sir Khan, regarding
Yes.
this one, regarding the free affiliate, for how long he will stay in the system if he didn't buy anything?
The company never mentioned. So I think it is forever.
Forever. Okay.
So maybe 1 year down the road, they decide to say, if you do not buy, we remove you from the position. Maybe. But for now, they never say. He stays in the position.
They only mention the qualifications, right?
Say it again.
They only mentioned about the qualifications.
Yep.
Okay.
The affiliate, even if he didn't buy, he remains in the position and he is qualified to make first level of the fast start bonus, which is 50% of the fast start bonus.
Okay. Only the first level.
Only first level.
Okay. That's clear for me.
Sorry. Come again, Shah?
Even anybody did not buy a product, assuming A joins, he just registered.
Shah, can you use your whiteboard, please?
Okay, that's fine.
Can you see very clearly?
Yes.
Or shall I add more lighting?
No, this is fine. Fine.
Okay.
%15% of the vehicle leg. We want to see that again. Maybe you should have explained this one first.
I'm going to explain 2 bonuses only, 2. There are 8, but I'm going to explain 2 only. The first bonus is the fast start bonus. What happens when somebody joins with the smallest package of $99? When somebody joins $99 is 50 BV. What the company does is 25 BV, they put it into the fast start bonus. I put the FSB, fast start. And 25 BV, they put it into the binary. Are you guys good at that?
Yeah.
Very clear? Now, let me explain the fast start bonus first. When you join and you brought in A, you directly sponsored A, you will get 50% from A. So you will get 50% from 25 BV. Remember? Because they put into they break the BV into 2. They break it into 2. So even though you did not buy a product, assuming A joined $99, so it will be 25 BV. So if you get 50%, you will get US dollars
12.5.
$12.50. Irrespective whether you bought a product or not. Irrespective. But they pay you one level only.
Wow.
One level means the people that you brought in yourself, directs. So let me show you how powerful this bonus is.
Okay,
Because-
Shah, just 1 minute. This morning I got this $100 thing. So am I not gonna get anything back out of it?
No, you don't get anything on your purchase because Roberto recommended you. Roberto will get $12.50.
That's for the first time. That's for the first time.
Yeah, this is called the fast start, or you can call it the first order purchase.
Okay,
The
and
fast, the
again, if I
fast-
buy something tomorrow for $300 from my account,
One second. Let me have a drink. 1 second. Come again.
so tomorrow if I buy another $300 from my account,
On your account,
yes, I don't get anything.
you get nothing.
So then you said that the investor gets a lot of benefit. So where does that come from then?
That is where the marketing plan plays a role. The person, I didn't say the investor, I said the purchaser.
Purchaser.
The purchaser, the fellow who bought the product, he is rewarded the highest.
How?
So, rewarded the highest because when you bought $99, you bought, assuming you are A, you bought $99. If you look at your package, the value of your products is about $150. Appropriately, for $99, they should give you about 70 BV, most companies. But here they reduce the BV because they reward the purchaser the most. In the sense that you bought the product, they give you more products. But they took off some BV from Roberto because they pay out, any company pays out on the BV or the CV or the TV, whatever you call it. So this is the payout. This is your pay into the company. You pay $99. The company pays out based on the BV. So if they have reduced your products, they can increase the BV here 70. If it is 70, then it will be 35 in the fast start and 35 in the binary. So if it is 35 in the fast start, times by 50%, Roberto will get $17.50. In this case, Roberto only gets $12.50, meaning which they have taken off some. They pay Roberto less, but they reward you the highest. They give you more products. So you are rewarded in that sense of the word. So if you purchase again tomorrow, 300 BB on your own name, you won't get anything. Roberto also might not get anything. Might not get. Depends. That is a small technicality there. But I will get. Because the 300 BB that you purchase tomorrow, assuming $300, 150 BB, your second purchase, they do not split it up. The entire purchase goes into the binary. Remember, there are two components. One is the fast start and one is the binary. Most companies fast start, you cannot make much money because when Roberto brings you in most companies, he only makes money from you, period. One level. Here I'm going to explain to you now, they pay you 5 levels.
Okay, got it. Just 1 minute. So tomorrow I'm gonna purchase $300. My wife Fiona is under me. So I will put $300 on her account, and I get this 200 BV.
When
50%
you get
of,
when you purchase $300 on Fiona's account,
okay,
$300 approximately is 150 BV.
okay, 200 BV.
Okay. 200?
That's what it was showing there.
I don't know. So different packages have different BVs.
Okay.
Depends on whether it's about order. Sometimes they have. It depends on the package. Anyway, let's take it at 150. Okay.
Okay.
So it's 150. Remember, they will divide it into two. 75 goes into the fast start. 75 goes into the binary.
Okay.
So when 75 goes into the fast start, who brought in Fiona?
Me. So I'll get.
You.
Okay.
You will get 50% of 75. So you'll get $37.50.
Okay. And Roboto will get
Nothing.
half of 37.5.
Now I'm coming to Roboto. But there is a technicality for Roboto here. So let me explain to you this, how big this can be. Let me explain to you on a $99 platform.
Okay.
Then you will get see what magnitude of money you can make from this. Because in my entire life, I've done MLM. You can't make big money from the fast start. Fast start, if Roboto brings you in, he makes money from you, period.
Only
you bring
once.
in only from one person. For everybody, it's only once. For everybody. Fast start is actually a first order purchase. First order. If tomorrow you order something, or example, you ordered just now $99, which is 50 BV, and 2 seconds later, you order any other purchase, Roboto doesn't get on the second purchase. Fast start is only on the first purchase forever. Period. Got it?
Got it.
Okay. Now let me explain to you. Let me go through the magnitude of this. Then you ask me the questions. It's okay? Because sometimes you have a you are very fast for me.
No problem. I'll slow down.
Okay, I'll mute everybody yet now, huh?
Can you guys see the screen very clearly? Or shall I on another light? Roberto.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, good.
It's clear.
Okay, good.
Very clear.
Assuming this is, let's take a real case now. A real case. This is Roberto and this is Joy. Now let us say Roberto sponsored.
Sorry, Shah, put Joy on the right.
No. This is nothing on the right or left.
Okay.
Nothing on the right or left. Nothing. This is the first start. Don't confuse. Roberto brought in Joy. Roberto brings in another person here. Let's say number 2. Roberto brings in number 3. Roberto brings in number 4. Roberto brings in number 5. Roberto brings in number 6. Roberto brings in number 7. Roberto brings in number 8. Roberto brings in number 9. And Roberto brings in number 10. I'm going to give you a formula which I'm going to work a formula on, which is going to blow this thing. A lot of people are going to make insane money. Assuming Roberto brought in 10 people. Now I draw it like this. This is Roberto's first level. First level means assuming he directly recruited 10 people. So in the English language, we call this your child. Your anak. Anak means your child. So whatever these people purchase, they can be purchasing $99, which is 50 BV. They can be purchasing 300. Different people will purchase different packages. We cannot dictate. People like it, okay? When Roberto brings in 10 people, example, this is just an example. So these people, Roberto will get paid 50%. on your first level is 50%. So what will happen? So I'm taking a case of 99 only, 50 BV. 50%, remember the 50 BV is split into two. 25 goes into the fast start, 25 goes into the binary. So 50% of 25 is equals to $12.50. Now, how many people has Roberto brought in? 10. 1250 times by 10 equals to 125 US dollars. Can you guys see the end?
No, we cannot see that.
Now?
Okay. Yeah,
But can you see here now?
a little bit here. That's more on your. Okay, okay. Fine.
Can you see the whole thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Whole thing. Now, remember, I drew it this way, wide. This is to illustrate that Roberto brought in these people direct. But in the system, they are not like that. In the system, this is Roberto, and the first person is here, the second is here, the third is here, the fourth is here, the fifth is here, the sixth is here, the seventh is here, the eighth is here, the ninth is here, and the 10th is here. You get my point? Ask them this. Do they understand this or not, Roberto? This is very important.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So this, I draw it this way is to illustrate. These are Roberto's direct. Okay. Now what happens here now? But they fall one another. After some time, one side can be 500 people. If Roberto brings a new guy, he's going to put the guy in the system. It's very clear. Bottom left, bottom right. If Roberto brings in a guy when there are 500 people on the left and 400 on the right, and he decides to put on the right, the guy will fall on level 401. But he's still direct because Roberto brought him direct. He's still Roberto's anak. He's still Roberto's child. Get my point? Unmute. Clear?
Clear.
Okay. Now, let's say now, Joy brings in 10 people. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On the second level, there are 20 people. 20. On the second level, there are 20 people. 1 second. Second level, there are 20 people. Now for 20 people, these are your grandchildren. Roberto's grandchildren.
Yeah, sorry. Why your camera is moving?
No?
Your mobile phone is moving. Yeah. It's like shaking.
It's probably because of the fan.
Maybe. It's moving like this.
Even now?
Like this.
Now?
I think it's okay now.
Just now I was adjusting the battery. Is it okay now?
Okay, now it's okay.
So if Joy brings in 10 people and all these 10 people bring in 10, there is a reason why I'm asking everybody to go to $99 because it's easy to bring people on board. And let's assume Roberto brought in 10 and each one of these people. Now when I look at Joy, I don't look at Roberto. I look at Joy. Joy brought in 10 people. Let's say this is Brandon. Brandon brings in 10 people. So for Joy, when he brings in 10 people, all these people, Joy will get 50% because these are Joy's directs. And if this is B here, and this is C here, everybody who bring in 10 or 5 or 2 or 100, you bring in direct, these are your directs, you will get 50%. But this, when Joy brings in somebody, these are Roberto's grandchildren. Grandchildren. So Roberto will get only 20% here. Grandchildren, 20%. And most likely, Roberto does not know who these people are on the second level. Most likely, he doesn't know. Because who Joy is going to bring in, Roberto does not know. So he makes 20% of how many people? How many BV? 20% of 25 BV. I'm taking the smallest package. 20% of 25 is equals to $5. Now, how many people he's got on board here? 100. He got 100 people here.
100.
Because 10 bring in 10, 100. So $5 times 100, how much is that?
500.
$500. Now we take the same assumption because I'm creating a system. Everybody brings in 10. Why is it easy to bring in 10? Online. Why is it easy to bring 10? $99. Don't have to think, just sign up. Okay? Now if everybody brings in 10, everybody brings in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roberto doesn't know this people. Now this is the third level. There should be 1,000 people here. 1,000 people. These are Roberto's great-grandchildren. He makes 10% on the third level. 10% of 25 BV is $2.50 times by 1,000. So he makes 2,500 US dollars here. Now let's go another step further. Everybody brings in 10. Everybody brings in 10. From whichever country, online, we don't know where they are. This is Roberto's fourth level. So it will become 10,000 people here. 10,000 people. These are Roberto's great-grandchildren. Again, they pay you 10%. Remember, first is 50, 20, 10, 10. And again, based on 25 BB, is how much? $2.50. Now you got 10,000 people there. So you on 10,000 people, it is equals to $25,000. $25,000 US dollars. Now, if everybody brings the same formula of bringing in 10, everybody brings in 10. Now, on your fifth level is 100,000 people. Now, these are your great-grandchildren. They pay you 10% again. So they give you 10% times by 25 is another $2.50 times by 100,000 people. So it's $250,000. You get on your 5 levels. So remember, your first level is 50%. What is your first level? Somebody who you brought in directly. So for Robert, when he brings in Joy, Joy is Robert's first level. Robert will get 50%. And when Joy brings in Fiona, Fiona is Joy's first level. Joy will get 50% from Fiona's purchase. Robert will get 20% because Fiona is Robert's grandchild, second level. This is how the mechanism works. But there are small conditions here. even if Robert did not buy any product, he did not sign, he just signed up for a free account and he brought in Joy, he will get paid 50%. Next month, he brings in Brandon, he gets 50%. 4 months down the road, he brings in Charlie, he still gets 50%. He didn't buy any product, 1 year later, Robert brings in Jack, he still gets 50%, even though Roberto did not buy any single product. I think this is very, very fair because Roberto was the one who brought in some business for the company. So even though he did not sign up, it's like you in Dubai or in Manila or in India, even though you're not a car salesman and you take somebody to go and buy a car, they will give you some commissions if you do, because it was your effort to bring the person and pay the money. So you will be rewarded. So now let me show you some conditions. Everybody would like to go 5 levels deep. But before I show you the condition, I want to try and stress another point to you here now. Now, this is Roberto's scenario. Let us say this guy here is on level 389. But he is Roberto's 5th level. Because in the generation of sponsorship, but in the placement tree, because once the spots are occupied, you sponsor somebody, he's going to come very far below, but it's still your direct sponsor. After 6 months, let's say Roberto brings in a new guy. Let's say Roberto brings in a guy called Eugene. So Roberto has, this is already moving, left leg and right leg. Roberto brings in Eugene and he places Eugene here, very far below, on level number 390, which for Roberto's fast start, which level is this? First, because it's not the 6th, because this is the guy brought in, this guy is brought in by Roberto. He is the anak, the child of Roberto. You get my point? And then from the guy that you bring in, below him you go 5 levels deep. So this is very, very huge. I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. This is going to be very big with you or without you. It's going to be very big. So let me show you now some conditions. Some conditions on how you will qualify for the 5 levels. Remember, when you bring in a single person, you bring in one guy, you don't have to pay any money and you still get rewarded 50%. But if you look at this carefully, this number of people here is becoming bigger. This will look like a Christmas tree. The base is very big. I'm sure we all want to go and get bonuses from the very deep levels. Deep levels, because yes.
You said that even if Roberto did not purchase any product, he will get 50% of his first level.
First level.
What about the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th level?
Again, you're fast for me. I'm coming to that now. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. To get the 2nd level, you must have directly sponsored, directly recruited 4.
We cannot see that one there, huh? Yeah, okay.
Directly recruited 4. 3rd level, directly recruited 6. 4th level, directly recruited 8. fifth level directly recruited 10. That is why I said 10.
One-time requirement.
No. Monthly.
So that means, okay, that means if I don't have, let's say on the second level, all right, next month I don't have 4, and I have people, a volume on the second level, I will not get it, but still I'm getting the binary, I mean.
No, don't confuse. Let's talk about binary
Okay.
later.
All
We're
right.
talking the first. Don't
Okay.
confuse. You're talking the
So
first
in
time.
short, that is the qualification to qualify for the 5-level fast start bonuses.
10. 4, 6, 8, 10.
8, 10.
Okay. Now, if you have sponsored 10 people, now you will want them to be in the business. Okay, you will want them. But some might stay in the business, some might just be users. So let's assume 4 people are maintaining in your third month. Maintaining. Okay. For you to qualify for the binary, for the fast start, that's the qualification. You bring in new people. For you to qualify in the binary, you got to buy personally 40 BV. 40 BV.
Less than 99.
Say it again?
That's $99.
No. That's $60.
Shah, sorry, you know what? I had a call, Shah. Can you go 1 minute behind what you said, please?
1 minute behind. Remember, on the first level, you don't have to buy any product. You still get 50%.
Okay.
To qualify for the second level, you need to sponsor 4 people.
Okay.
Because if Roberto brings in Joy, and Roberto has only sponsored Joy, and when Joy brings in Fiona, Joy will make 50%, Roberto will make, and he won't make any money from Fiona if he sponsored 3 only. He need to sponsor 4. Then he will get 20% from Fiona.
Okay.
Remember, these qualifications look a bit challenging, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But in no other company can you make insane money from the fast start. Most companies, fast start, you only get 1 level. Roberto bring in Joy. If you make 1 level, even though Roberto brought in 10 guys, and even if they pay you, say, not 100%. 100%, how much you make? 125, you make $250. That's fast go, no more. You can never make money from the fast start. Because you bring in a person, you only make 1 level in almost every company. For 19 years, I haven't seen this. So here, everybody knows that you make big money in the binary. But in this company, you make big money in the fast start and you make quick money. And that is the main reason why I'm asking everybody to sign up for $99. Because $99, you can bring in a lot of people. So sometimes you will lose out a bit because somebody might bring in somebody. An example, Joy might bring in Fiona and Roberto did not sign up 4 people. Roberto doesn't make from Fiona in the fast start. In the binary, he will still make. In the fast start, no.
Okay, sure. So now I've got 4 people under me now. Fiona, Justin, Joy, Gia, and sorry, I've got 5 people under me.
Who sponsored these people? Who brought them in?
I sponsored these people.
Did they purchase products?
Not yet, but they would soon.
Okay. When they purchase products, when 4 people purchase products, so when you bring in A, B, C, and D are 5, and you are here. You are here. So you make 50% on each person.
Okay.
And whoever they bring in, if Fiona can bring in 100 people, or B can bring in 10 people, or C can bring in 1, or D can bring in 2, irrespective of whoever they bring in on the second level of you. This is you and Fiona, these are your 4 people, assuming 5 people here. And if they bring in 10 or 20 or 30 people for you, this is the first level. If they bring in 100 people, you will still make 20% on them. When you talk about you don't look at Roberto, because then it's a little bit of confusion. I'm just showing a perfect example here. So when you bring in 5, Roberto is above you. This is you. This is Roberto. He cannot make on the 5 people on the second level 20% because he did not bring in 4. For him to make on your children are 5 now. Fiona is one of them, 5. So these are Roberto's grandchildren. If Roberto wants to make on them, then Roberto has got to bring in minimum 4 for this month. 4 for this month, then he makes on his grandchildren. If he makes on his great-grandchildren, then he got to bring in 6. And then the great-grandchildren, 4th level, 8. And then 10. Now the interesting thing is when you do that, for that whole month, you are qualified to qualify for 5 levels. And before anything happens, before you have a big number of people in your organization, you can start making some good money. In no other MLM company you can do that. You can't, because the conditions are challenging here, of course. I don't deny that. But the rewards are very high. And it has not been seen in this industry. Ask anybody in any MLM company, first start only 1 level. So when Roberto brings in 10 people, he makes from 10 people, period. Game over. So if Joy brings in 10 people, Roberto can only make in the binary, not from the first time. Is it quite clear?
Clear.
Clear for me.
So now, if you brought in a lot of people, assuming, let's take 4 months from now. Today you bring in 10, next month you bring in 10. And next month you bring in another 10. Totally you brought 30 people. Let's assume 30. That's the reason why I'm asking everybody to go 99. Assuming you bring in 30 people, 30. And out of these 30 people, there are 6 or 7 or 8 people who want to do this business. So when they want to do, yes.
Shah, okay, now, because can you hear me?
No.
Can you hear me?
Now.
Okay, because I know what Joy is trying to do. I know, because he's a very good planner. But I'm also trying to do that before, but because of these requirements or qualifications, I changed my mind. So what I did is I signed up my wife, and I sponsored all the people I sponsored. I put it under my wife, but I did not sponsor them using my wife's number. Well, maybe I will do it later once I have a very big organization, but at the moment, I want to create a huge organization under my sponsorship for the moment. Because I can do later on, if I build a huge organization and people are coming to me regularly, then it will be the time to use my wife's account to sponsor people. Is this the right strategy?
100%. 100%. You did the right thing. You sponsor them.
Because
but if you want to get the product very cheap, which Joy was talking to me 2 nights ago, if you want to get the product very cheap and you want to resell the product, you're thinking about reselling the product, then that strategy is not the best strategy. For a networking perspective, that is the best strategy.
Well,
But if you're
I'm not looking at the retail
reselling,
strategy. No.
I was talking to Joy the other night about reselling.
Okay.
He was asking about bulk orders.
Okay. So it's a
So
totally
let me
different strategy.
Let me continue here.
Okay.
So if you sponsor a total of say 30 people, 30, all over the world, and 6 or 7 of them I want to do this business, do you think they'll be maintaining?
Definitely.
Okay, let's say 7 people maintain. If 7 people maintain, they are buying every month from your entire organization, you are already in the fast start on your 3rd level. These are not necessarily new people. These are new people or people who are maintaining.
Oh.
Either or.
Okay, that's good.
Either or. Either or.
Okay.
So for that 4 months down the road, out of your 30 people, 6 are maintaining. So you only go up to your 3rd level. But if you want to get another 2 more levels, then you sponsor 4 new more. But if you see somebody in your 4th level and you see a lot of people there and you know you're losing out some money, just sponsor 4 more at $99. Because I told you at the bottom there, this will become a Christmas tree. The bottom there is huge. You see a lot of people, then you go and put your mother-in-law's name, your grandmother's name, your neighbor's name, your dog's name, your cat's name, whatever you put, you qualify. You get my point?
Okay. But for the moment, my strategy is build my organization for the moment, for me, just for under my name.
No, that what you do is perfect. I'm trying to show you how you can make some quick money.
Yeah.
You know, that you can't make very big money in this company very fast. You know why?
Why?
Because I'm asking everybody to join $99.
Okay.
And if I tell you for $99 you can make big money, you will be a big fool to believe me. You can't make big money for a start. But from the first start, because of $99, you have a huge number of people. Huge number. And when you have a huge number of people, some of them are maintaining, that's where the binary will kick in. That's why you make the insane money. You need a bigger head count. You get my point? So in all companies, for leaders to tell you that you can make big money very quickly, please remember my words. Look at the entry point. The entry point is usually very high. So when the entry point is very high, you can make big money, but you cannot get a lot of people joining. You get my point? Are you guys there?
Yeah. Carry on, but your video is yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm getting a lot of calls coming in.
That's why.
Quite clear?
Clear. Joy?
Yeah, clear.
Remember that to go 5 levels, you must have 10 people who are new for that month or the previous ones who are maintaining. Are you with me?
Yeah.
So because at your 4th level here, there might be a big star, a big legend like me who you don't know. And that guy can bring in 30, 40 people. When the guy brings in 30, 40 people, it's your 5th level. And everybody, you're going to get $2.50. And these people bring in a huge number of people. And you're not going to get anything from the binary. You still get the binary. You still get, but you won't get from this. The reason why I like this company, the beginners are going to make quick money from this. The beginners, even they never purchase a product. So I was speaking to somebody, a friend of mine, was speaking to somebody from India. The guy got no money. Doesn't matter. Sign him up and tell him you have a computer, you have a handphone, go and do the work. If a guy who got no money and you help him out financially, you help his immediate solve his problem, but yet next month he's going to have more problems. And if he or she doesn't want to do what you ask him by signing up, then you don't help the guy. There are many more people out there who deserve to help than him. You get my point? This is very clear?
Very
Yeah.
clear.
Joy?
Yeah.
So now, can I show you a strategy which I and Joy was planning the other day?
Yeah. Are you going to talk about the binary now?
No. I'm going to talk to, because I showed Joy a strategy because Joy wanted to find out how to maximize the bonus from here so that he can reduce the price of the food freshness card and then he can resell the card and make a lot of money. You make money from the binary, you make money from the fast start, you also make money from reselling the card.
Okay.
Do you guys want me to show you that strategy?
Yeah.
Joy?
Yeah, I already know it.
So do I need to explain? No.
No. Let's go to the other one.
Okay, okay. So what do I do now?
No, the binary.
Okay. This is quite clear?
Yes, clear.
Okay. Don't worry. If you have any questions, tomorrow, remember, tomorrow night is the food freshness card.
Yeah.
At 7 p.m. sharp. Ask your friends to jump in. Ask everybody to come and jump in. There are lucky draws there too. So then on Sunday, we'll do another Zoom call and then I'll give another food freshness card for free again.
Okay.
But I won't take like last night. Last night was 3 hours. But somebody asked me this morning, insane, why were you doing 3 hours? I said, I told him, I would rather spend 80% of my time with one committed guy than 100 interested people. Because if I can educate, you see, I'm not opening this Zoom call to many people, you know. I don't open it to anybody. It's your group only. I want to help your group. So I need 2 or 3 of you. And I promise you that I will teach you, I will coach you, I'll guide you, I'll help you to strategize and maximize it. So once I want to fully equip you, I don't want you to go on the field fighting a war with guns but no bullets. I want to give you the full mechanism so you will understand what to do in your process situation. Are you guys good?
Yes.
Yeah.
So shall I go to the binary now?
Please.
Yes.
I want to understand that.
Okay, quite clear. Can I rub this now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now again we start with Roberto. Why am I starting with Roberto? Because I make a very easy explanation why a real scenario, so you understand. Real scenario. When Roberto has got a left leg and a right leg, everybody who joins this program, everybody, it is Roberto, Joy, Gap, Chowki, it could be Fiona, anybody, everybody will get a business center. And when you open your own back office, the business center, you will see a left leg and a right leg. Simple as that. Now, Roberto example has sponsored Joy here. Recruiter Joy here. Now, obviously, Roberto has got a left leg and a right leg. And Roberto sponsored another guy, say Ali. Ali here. Now, this binary is the one which you make huge money. Because binary is not 5 levels. Binary has got very little conditions. Binary is infinity. on the entire volume of everybody in the system. So what happens now, assuming, remember I said to sponsor 10? Why? Everybody want to sponsor 10 to get 5 levels deep. So let's say Ali is faster now. And Ali brought in his 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The binary in every company, they will pay you 10% of your weaker link. I'll explain. Some companies will call it lesser link. Some companies will call it pay link. Don't confuse. I'm going to give you a shortcut. Just remember this word, weaker link. So, irrespective of the number of people here, the company does not look at the number of people. The company looks at the entire volume of the Roboto on the left and on the right. So let's say Joy has brought in 5 people, A1, A2, and A3. This is what Joy has brought in. And there are 10 people. So assuming there is 2,000 volume here, remember I told you the company does not look at the number of people. Sorry, the system. The system sees the volume because it pays 10% of your weaker leg in volume, not in people. So now there are how many here? 5. Let's assume there's only 1,000 BB here. So which is the lesser leg, weaker leg?
1,000.
Very good. Right leg. So right leg, so they will pay you US dollars 100. And they will subtract this because they are paid, it becomes 0. They will subtract here, and 1,000 is CF. You know what is CF? Carry it forward. Whatever they pay, they match it out, the balance they carry forward. That's how the system works in the binary.
It won't
But
be.
in this, say it again?
It won't be flush out.
No, carry forward.
No
Shah,
qualification needed.
Sorry,
You're a bit fast for me. Hang on to the flush out. I'll come
Okay.
back. Joy, come Joy.
yes. You know what, Shah, what I was asking is, now you have the right side and the left side. I'm on the right side. I can only get you 1,000. The guy on the left got you 2,000. Is this for a particular month?
No,
Then
they calculate every minute.
every minute.
Minute. In other words, if you have, this has not happened at all. I was giving you a general view. Let's assuming there is 2,000 here. And assuming nobody purchased. And one guy purchased here 100. Immediately, they will calculate in the same day. They will show you on the same day 100, but that night itself, American Boston time, 12 p.m., they will subtract the 100 here. This becomes 0. They will subtract 100 here. This becomes 1,900. And they will pay you on the 100. So they pay you $10. But this company is good because they don't pay 10%. Now they're paying 15%. So they will give you $15. So for that day, if this guy bought 100 and this guy bought 100 and this guy bought 200, so on that day you got 400, 400 times by this, so you get approximately 400, 15% times by 400, you'll get $60 for that day. Now, this is the beginning because it goes into infinite levels. Now, before you ask me any questions, I want to explain one thing very clearly. For Roberto, which is the weaker leg?
Joy.
Not from you, Roberto, from Joy.
Joy's leg.
Which the right leg
Right,
for Roberto.
right.
So, Roberto, remember, I'm telling you that the binary and the fast start are intertwined. And I asked you to sponsor a lot of people. Why was I asking to sponsor a lot of people? Why did I say $99? Why a lot of people? Because the more people you get, you have to choose whether you put a step on the left or on the right. You have to choose. And as you see, one side is moving very well. The right leg for Roberto now, the left leg is moving very well. So, and he's sponsoring a lot of people. Why would he want to sponsor a lot of people? Because he wants to make more money in the fast start. Remember I told you, you want to make more money in the fast start? Hello?
Yes, yes.
So then, when he sponsors more people, where is Roberto going to place the people? Joy.
Where is making more money?
Where he's making more money, he's going to place them here.
Sorry, less money.
The system is very simple. We'll see here in the system, bottom, left. And you see here, bottom, right. When Roberto sponsors somebody, he just clicks bottom right and he can program, because this is so internet friendly, he can program his back office, just send out a link and just set his back office to go all bottom right, because then he doesn't have to go and manually adjust it. So whoever joins through his link is automatically going to go to the bottom right. So if you are on Roberto's left or you are on his right, it doesn't matter, because if you are on the left and the right leg is moving very well, he's going to place people on the underneath you. If you are on the right, the left leg is moving very well, he's still going to place people below you, because he gets paid, and or for that matter, everybody gets paid on the weaker leg. So they will start putting people more on the weaker leg. And why would they want to bring more people? Because they want to maximize in the fast start. Remember I told you the fast start?
Yes.
Then because this is why this is very well intertwined. So now, when Roberto brings in people here, let's say Roberto brought in here X, Y, and Z. No form. When you look at Joy, don't look at Roberto. Joy has got a left leg and a right leg. Am I right?
Yeah.
So how would Joy get paid? 15% of the weaker leg.
Yes.
Now, this volume, these people that Roberto brought in himself, these people, Joy will not make money on them in the fast start, because these are not Joy's children or grandchildren. These
Right.
are people brought in by Roberto. But
Right.
because Roberto brought in Joy, Joy brings in somebody, it is also Roberto's grandchild. But if Roberto brings in somebody, it is not Joy's grandchild. It is my grandchild. Get my point? Because I brought in Roberto. So this volume that Roberto is placing below Joy is called a spillover volume. This is a spillover. Spillover volume. And this volume, the good thing, even though you don't make money on it in the fast start, but in the binary is calculated. In the binary is calculated. So assuming after some time, the organization here, now let's look at Joy. Forget Roberto for a while. Joy got a big organization here. Joy will start to do here. He will start to do here. Start to do here. And whoever he brings here, this guy here, this guy is John, Michael, this guy is Michael. And Michael brings his left and his right. And Michael is doing aggressive to left and right, left and right. Michael's left or right is still Joy's left. Are you with me so far?
Yeah, got it.
So for Joy, the company will look at the entire volume here and the entire volume here.
Got you.
It doesn't look at the number of people. It looks at the entire volume. So whichever side is bigger and somebody new comes on the weaker leg, you get paid. So obviously you can look in your system every single second which side is much more bigger and which side is bigger. Every second you can see it. Not daily. Every second you can see. So when this volume becomes huge here, because guys, remember what I said the past few nights in a row. We have a system which can penetrate every nook and corner of the world. We have a product which most people, 99% in the MLM industry, have not seen. And we have a Complan, which is the fast that rewards people very well. So this is going to take off very, very fast. What happens here now, when you have a huge organization on your left leg and your right leg? So 99.9% you won't know the people below here. And they are from other countries. So this guy just joined the system yesterday. And for Joy, this guy is somewhere here. Here. Remember when I explained the 4096? This guy joined yesterday and this guy joined 2 days ago. They have just come into the system. But they're good digital marketers, they're good networkers like me, they have experience or whatever. Number one, you do not know who they are. Number two, you do not know who brought them in. Number three, you do not know which country they are from. Number four, you don't know what is the approach or what is the strategy that they're doing. So these guys start to do the business from whichever corner of the world, and they start to build their organization. Remember, this entire guy, this Z, is on Roberto's right. And this guy is not brought by Roberto. Sorry, is on Joy's right. But this guy is not brought in by Joy. So not brought by Joy, it's brought in by Roberto. But because Roberto has to put somebody there on a spillover volume. You get my point? Roberto is going to put somebody there on a spillover volume. And this guy starts to do the business aggressively. Joy does not know who this guy is. Roberto planted the guy. And why would Roberto plant the guy? Even for whatever reason, Roberto doesn't like Joy, doesn't like anybody. He doesn't have a choice. He still plant people on his weaker leg. Are you with me so far?
Yeah.
Good. So when he brings in an insane volume, he just started. I told you guys something 2 nights or 3 nights ago. When I joined Monami, I was 1,266,470 account number. That was my ID number. And Monami's ID number was in sequence. This company ID number is not in sequence. I joined the company 4 years late. So I would have probably been somewhere very, very deep below somebody there. And I started to blast. Everybody above me, do they have a very strong leg from me? Yes. So likewise, when Roberto plants somebody here and the guy starts to blast, Joy will see that this is a very, very strong leg. Then Joy puts all his attention to his left leg. If this is a stronger leg, he puts his attention to the right leg. So you can see every single second. Now coming again, somebody, however deep, who brought, you don't know how deep, you don't know who the guy is, you don't know who brought him in, you don't know how he's bringing people, you don't know which country is he from. One guy at the bottom in here just joined, like me joining 4 years late, and he starts to boom here, and he starts to boom here. You are, not Joy, not Roberto. Joy is going to make US 30,000 per month. Per week. 30,000 per week you can make. That's the max per week. They don't pay you more than that. They don't flush your volume, but they max it out at 30,000 per week. Now, this unique situation is such that there is a strong chance that Roberto will have one on the right, strong guy, one on the left. Joy. Joy has one strong on the left, one strong on the right, and they're doing it very, very well. They're doing it very, very well. And Roberto, Joy is making the same money. But Roberto is above Joy. Above Joy, Roberto doesn't have somebody strong here. Roberto's left is here, and this is the entire line. So if Joy have 1,000 people here, and if there are 2,000 people here, so he'll have 1,000 on the left, right, and 2,000 on the left. For Roberto, there is 3,000 here on the right, and probably 100 here. 100 here. So who is making more money, Joy or Roberto?
Roberto is
Who's making more money? Huh?
Roberto.
Joy.
Why? You are the weaker side, no?
No, Joy. Hang on. Joy. Joy got 1,000 here and 2,000 here. Okay? 1,000, 2,000. This is his right. This is his left. Roberto. So, and the entire volume of Joy is 3,000. Roberto have 3,000 people on the right. But for Joy, 1,000 here, 2,000 here. So for Roberto, total 3,000. But on this side, 100 only, 100. Who's making more money?
Yeah, right. Joy is making more money.
Joy is making more money. That's why this is a very level playing field, very fair. Get my point?
Clear. That was good. I mean, that was fantastic. So I have registered 5 people now. So do I have to put them under me on the left or right? How do I decide it?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
Shah,
matter where you put them.
Shah,
Because you, yeah.
can I suggest something? Because what I'm suggesting to Joy is whatever he's, whoever he is sponsoring at the moment, all right? Whoever, his family, his friends, put them on the right because the right is what I am building at the moment as his strong leg.
I say it doesn't matter because why? Whether, good news, whether you put them on the right or on the left. Assuming you put everybody on the right and everybody starts to move, would you make money in the binary?
No.
No. In most companies, you don't make money in the binary, you don't make money in the fast start. But in this company, you put everyone right, you don't make money. If in this company, you put everybody on the right leg, you don't make money in the binary, but you make money in the fast start.
That's why I'm trying to say.
No, no. Don't worry where you put because you're just a beginner, because you will never be able to determine which will be the stronger leg.
Well, I don't know, because my strategy, Shah, is if people, especially, this is for Joy, if you have sponsored people who know each other, okay, this is to avoid
Common
confusion.
friends.
Common friends.
I like that.
Put them in one line.
You are right. 100%.
Why? Okay, you better explain that. They spill over and they are not having a competition to each other.
You're doing the right thing. Perfect.
Am I correct?
That is perfect. All your common friends, you put them on one leg. Don't split them.
That's what I'm doing.
Very good.
And what I'm doing is I'm building a strong leg under Joy because Joy is on my right. So
I got some good news for both of you, all of you. I'm quite happy and proud that you guys are picking up fast because people who are in Amway or New Skin, these are giant companies, or Herbalife. Even 6 months, they don't understand the marketing plan. You guys have understood, I think, about 70 to 80%. And I'm always available to ask me, to answer more questions and to do the same thing all over again. So you can go back and look at what I spoke, look at it carefully again and again. Then after you look at it, then you see which is the area that you're not so sure. Ask me again. We can do the same thing again. I don't mind doing the same thing for 1 full month. Every day in a row, I don't mind because this is my business and I love my business. And I love people. I love people and I will do anything to like I sent a message to Joy this afternoon, we have an opportunity to enlighten, enhance, enable, empower, and enrich millions of people all over the world, irrespective of race, religion, culture, or status. That's my goal. That's my mission, and that's my vision. That's why I said go for $99. But for people like Joy, you might want to buy one big package. And you're going to buy remember the first day I told you, don't let Roboto make money from you. Remember I told you that? The reason is, if you're going to buy a big package under Fiona, you are the one who should be getting rewarded the highest, not Roboto.
Don't you think it is better if I buy someone under Fiona? Like, like Joy under Joy, Fiona under Fiona, Gia, my
Gia.
daughter.
If you're going to buy under Gia, you must make sure that you have sponsored at least six
people.
Because Gia is your second level. Remember, first level, Fiona is your first level. No, you must sponsor four.
Yeah, four I have.
Four. You must sponsor 4, and Fiona sponsors Gia. Remember that. Fiona sponsors Gia.
Yeah, Fiona sponsors Gia, and I have 4. So Joy has sponsored Fiona, Joy has sponsored Jasmine, Joy has sponsored Justin, Joy has sponsored Josh. So Joy has got 4 people already. Okay. And under Fiona there is Gia. So I buy the $300 on Gia's name and I get benefit.
Next time you do a marketing plan, I can take a rest. You're much more smarter than me. You're much more sharper than me. That's good strategy.
Okay.
I can take a rest.
No, thanks. No, I mean, it was not done that way. But I mean, thing is that I think I'll have to redo a little bit.
No. It's always very good to. It's very good to strategize. Whatever nature of business you're in, it's always very good to strategize. It's very good for planning. Yeah. Remember, I was telling you they have more kids. That's also planning.
and it doesn't mean that the top 4, the 4 people that I got have contributed. Gia can always contribute, no?
If Gia brings in people, then you better make sure that Fiona also has got 4 directs. Because then Fiona will get, if Gia brings people, remember, okay. Very, very good question. Can I run this?
Yeah.
Don't worry, we can do this over and over again, because my job is to make sure that you all understand very, very well. I think so far you don't understand. I think you won't be able to explain, but you understood me about 90%.
Yeah, we're nearly there.
Joy, Fiona, and then you sponsor another guy who?
Gia.
You sponsor, you sponsor.
No. Joy sponsors Fiona, Jasmine, Justin, Josh. Justin and Josh.
Can I interrupt?
Sure.
We're all J's.
Shah, do you remember this guy, Kelvin John Bona from the Philippines?
Very, very well.
Really?
John Bona. He's from Photo Princess.
I'm chatting with him now.
Photo Princess.
I told him that I have a Zoom call with you now. He said, what's the news with Shah Khan?
If somebody is big in this industry and if he doesn't know me, then he's not big enough. They will know me.
Okay, carry on.
John Bona from Photo Princess.
Yeah.
And he's got he's good networker. And you should sponsor him and place him under Joy.
Yeah, of course.
Joy, then you'll have the whole Philippines under you. Yeah, don't worry, Joy. I'm also a strategist like you. And I like your strategy very
much. That's supposed to be not my strategy. Joy should be under my right, and then all my kabayan is on my left. Because I know
telling you
Joy can.
something. I'm telling you something. My biggest joy will be when Joy beats me. You got my point.
Yeah.
I want you guys to, I'm sincere.
We'll try. We'll try.
I mean, it's a very level playing field. God will give. He won't give you what you want. He won't give what you need. He'll give what you deserve. Like I told you, you can make more money than Roberto. You can make more money than me. So coming back to Joy now.
Okay, carry on.
These are your 4. Okay.
Yes.
So for you now, you sponsor 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Now, when you want Fiona to sponsor Gia, so Fiona sponsors Gia here. Doesn't matter if she sponsors here or here. Doesn't matter because we are going in for the long haul. We're not going for a day or 2. Doesn't matter. But let's give you a case in point example. When Fiona sponsors Gia here, now this is Fiona's first level. So Fiona will definitely get the bonus. But for you, Joy, this is your second level. Second level means you have already got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you will get the first level from Fiona 50%, and you'll get 20% from Gia. Assuming now, this is a very good case. Assuming Gia brought in 10 people, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So for Fiona, these people are the second level. Are you this over?
Yes.
Okay. So if Fiona want to override all these people, Fiona should have sponsored at least minimum directly 4. But Fiona has already sponsored 1, Gia. So she brings in another 1 more here, example, and 2 more here. So she will override all this. But now for Joy, Joy is getting 50% here, 20 here, and 10 here. This is very big because this is Joy's third level. Third level, so Joy needs third level, 6 people. But he's already sponsored 4. All he got to do is bring in 2 more. 2 can be here or can be here and that.
Anyway, yes, got you. Clear.
Yeah, I'm so proud that you guys can understand me. Sometimes I gotta do this repeatedly.
Fantastic.
Good?
Fantastic, sir. Thanks a lot for that.
My pleasure, brother. My pleasure. Biggest
So
joy.
now you know how to place them, huh? How you know how to do it, huh?
Yeah, I'll take your advice again. See, for me, it's going to be the right, as what you said. At the moment, they are on hold, right?
Yeah. Shah, by the way, I teach Joy how to use the holding tank.
What?
The holding tank.
Don't use holding tank. Don't use. Don't start the culture.
No, just for him. Just for him. I'm using
Just
the
for
holding
today.
tank.
Maybe
for him.
tomorrow I'll.
Don't.
Okay.
Don't start that culture at all. You'll have a lot of confusion later.
Okay.
And a lot of problem.
Well,
Trust me.
it's because he has his question on who will be placed first.
Now that you solve it, in future you just ask because you never know who. And I'm going to give you a secret, Joy. I'm going to give you a secret. I'm going to give both of you. How many on the line now?
Just
Only 3 of us.
You?
Shoki is an iftar now.
Shoki?
Yeah. Shoki left already.
Okay, it's okay. I'm going to give you a secret. Sponsor many people. You can put the name Spider-Man, Batman, and you can put it any name. The only thing that you need to put genuine there is an email. If you can get some friends who want to put in their names first. Put in their names first. And if you don't have, then I'm sure you cannot create many emails because Google will block you. If you have different computers, you can create 2, 3 emails and you can put in Joy 1, Joy 2, Super Joy, Power Joy, you can put in. Because these names, when later on, the accounts are very big and later on you get somebody very big leader come in, you can change the name and put it to the leader's name. I will give you the special priority. I can help you to change the names. Get my point? Hello?
Okay, got it. So we just create and we keep it.
Keep it. But use super joy, power joy, super power joy, and then just only be careful with the emails. But emails are your own created emails, but you make sure the passwords. And later on, this is better than holding the holding tank. Later on, when the accounts are very big on one side, and you get a big leader, a preferred guy, you like to have him, and he's got some substance, you can give an account above and tell him, hey, look, one leg is ready. I'm going to change his name for you and give it to you. And if you change the name for him here or any side, boom, you're done.
Yeah.
Make sense?
So it is, yeah. Have some 4-5 additional accounts and keep them handy.
Yes.
Got you.
Do that.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, Shah. Thanks a lot for today.
Okay.
My
Shah.
pleasure. Come on. Yes.
Okay, one question very quickly from me. It's about the binary. What is the requirement to maintain and to be qualified on the binary?
You maintain 40 BV.
Okay.
One person on your left and one person on your right maintain 40 BV. Done.
So one on left, one on right, and 40 BB per month.
No, if you're going 5 level deep in the fast start.
No, I'm talking about the
hang on.
binary.
Hang on. If you're going 5 level deep on your fast start, because that's huge money, then you have to maintain 80 BV. 80 BV is 120 US dollars. So that maintenance is also same for the binary. So you don't have to do
that again.
If you maintain 40 BV, 1 level, 2 levels. If you are going 5 levels deep in the fast start, 5 levels deep in the fast start, then you got to maintain 80 BV, 80. But then if you maintain 80 BV, you override the 5 levels of the fast start, and you also override the 5 levels. You also write the full binary.
Okay, so that means 80 BB plus the 10 sign-ups per month.
10 sign-ups, or your previous guy, somebody is maintaining a combination.
Oh.
A combination of
10 people.
In other words, it's 10 active members.
10 active members.
Hang on. Active member could be somebody who's maintaining or somebody new who came on board. So it's a combination.
And then you're okay with the binary and the fast start.
Yes.
Okay.
Fast learner. Okay. I see you guys tomorrow on the call.
Okay. Let's wrap this up.
Please invite a lot of people, because tomorrow on the call there'll be a lot of independent doctors talking about the food freshness card. Especially they'll be very good for you, Joy.
Yeah. I've asked Fiona also to join. She was more curious than me about this.
All right, cheers.
You ask some of your friends to come on board.
Sure. Okay.
The best way, their call is sharp 1 hour, no more.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It starts sharp at 7 p.m. Roberto, I already messaged to you to shorten the message and invite all your friends for tomorrow's call.
7 p.m. Huh?
7 p.m. Dubai time.
Dubai time. Okay, thanks.
You can invite Kelvin John Bona. Tell him I sent a special invitation to him.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
He's a friend. He likes me very much. We're good friends.
All right.
Okay. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye. Good night.
God bless you guys. God bless.
Bye.